taking control from parents as to taking responsibilities, right? So your parent, since you're growing up, your parents seem to test you to see if they can as small as possible the kind of responsibilities they can delegate to you. It's just as manager and their subordinates in their office space. You have a new subordinate, you seem to want to train them. When they come in new, you seem to watch them, make sure they are doing things right. As they show you their competence, you are beginning to feel rest assured they are going to do what you ask them to do well. And the more competence they show you, the more you want to leave responsibilities to them, the more you trust them to make the best decisions. Right? Absolutely. So it's the same thing with parents and kids.
Absolutely agree.
So when you're growing up, it's not about your age, it's not about the money you have, the kind of degrees you have.
Absolutely.
It's about what you've shown them.
Absolutely.
The competence, your smartness.
How much you have proven yourself.
Yeah, you've proven yourself to make the best of decisions.
Absolutely.
So you can have 3 kids from the same parent. Yeah. One is probably 10 years older than the other one. The other one is probably 12 and the older one is 30. Yeah. And the parents still want to control the 30-year-old, whereas they want to leave the 12-year-old to do what they want. Yeah. Not because the 12-year-old is richer, nothing. Yeah. It's because he's proven that beyond reasonable doubt that he would make the best decisions.
Yeah. And just to even expand on that and go back to these examples that we were given earlier. As a parent, if you have divergent values with your child, you can never relate to it. Just like as you said, in the office, if the manager's view on the strategy implementation is a certain direction, it doesn't matter how good you think you are. If he delegates it to you and you go on a tangent, he would not look at you as somebody he can delegate and give that responsibility to. He will take it away until you prove, and probably a few times, not just once even, that divergent view that you are taking is getting you to that end result that they want. Maybe quicker, better, more so, than the one that they are saying is the direction you go. Which is where we now come to that angle of people that now don't follow completely the path that their parents have laid. So if you now say you want to break out, and it's a common story, you want to break out of school, drop out of school and go and start music, most parents are not going to be pleased. But the moment you drop one hit track, they will still not be pleased, because one hit track will never please them. But by the time you don't drop 2, 3, before when they enter car and put on their car, now your song they play for that father will smile too now. Do you understand? When you see your billboard pictures everywhere, saying that I don't want to mention names, but we know so many artists.
I get that, and I'm saying it's
so likewise, sir. So likewise, the porn star and the GQ stuff.
I'm saying that breaking out of the mold gets you that empathy and respect, not staying within the mold. Even if you're successful within that mold, that's what I'm arguing.
Yes, but life
is the breaking out of the mold and being successful outside the mold that gets you.
I agree with you completely. And I haven't said anything that suggests that you should never break out of that mold. What I have rather said all the time is that it's a gradual process, but at some point you get to that point where you have to be 100% independent, and that is the point you begin to do that. I know people, men that are in their 50s and still live with their parents. Of course they're not going to get any respect from that parent, because they're still the one feeding you, they're still the one you're living in their house. The generator is still being run by them in Nigeria.
I hate to believe that's actually.
It is a true. I have a picture of someone in my mind. It's the truth, and so you can never get respect from the parents. Do you get? But once you manage to break out of that, you will get the respect. Like at some point.